I think we're live now. Chicka chicka bang bang. We are up and running. What's up? She's working and typing and working. We getting it all together. Okay. Okay, you can hear the TV and everything. Okay, so while we getting ready, I'm going to pray over this delicious food JoJo has created, and we love what she creates. So, Heavenly Father, thank you for this food that we're about to receive. Thank you for blessing us, guiding us, and protecting us, and just being there for us. Thank you for her going shopping to get us the groceries to eat this yummy, yummy food. That is God fast created. Thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Man. All right, everybody on Facebook is aware that we are online right now, so hopefully it will chime in.
Did you share the link?
No, I don't have a link. Who sent me the link?
Eli.
Oh, he did? Yeah. He did. He emailed it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Peace. Okay, so let me tell you guys why she's finding the link to share. Okay, so you know we've been doing the book for the whole month, and so tomorrow is our last day doing the book. Well, I ended up doing not just my books, I had to do Mom's books, and then she's writing stuff. So then she's doing content books, y'all, you know. So then I'm trying to get that, and I'm uploading, and so I'm just struggling. And then I was just busy, and then I didn't feel good. Not like a cold, just my body was just not feeling it. And
doing too much.
Huh?
Probably doing too much.
Probably so. And so I was behind in some books. So yesterday I did 8 books, but really did 9 because I fixed Mom's book, so I got her book up.
Okay.
Let me just tell you. Fixing her book. Not putting up the content books I wanted to put up. Because I'm working on her book. There's no joke around here.
That's usually how things work. You have a plan, you want to do this, you go, I'm going to be doing this and that, and this is my goal. And of course, obstacles come. You know what I mean? I usually think that's what happens because, you know, that's what will happen. You know, like I said, first of all, when she first presented this challenge, I was like all nervous and everything, and then it was good. I figured out everything. I was like, okay, this is cool, because she didn't like my computer, but I was getting it on mine real quick. But
because it's her computer, so she's used to her.
No,
computer.
I'm not. I don't use that one. My kids been using it. I don't use it.
But what I'm saying is, when you got a computer a certain way, you know that computer. Like when I first got my Mac, I hated it.
But that's what I said. I don't ever be on it, so I didn't even know it enough. I only knew it, and then mine was newer than the kids, because then the kids got theirs from school, right? Well, mine was newer, but then they was on mine more, so they got more stuff on mine than I do, because they always on Roblox. I never be on computers because I have an eye condition. So until she said what she said, I was like, oh, I gotta be on a computer. You know what I mean? But I figured it out. But I know that's me, and once I get on something, I can figure it out quickly. That's why I knew if I just had to get on it. The problem was life started happening. You know, I was like, oh, yeah, I'll make these books like this, da-da-da-da. And then life started happening. And so, like I said, I know that I didn't do 30 books, you know what I'm saying? But I know I could probably knock them out real quick if I need the rest of them I need to. But I did about 10 or 11, I think. I just like the joy of even seeing, like, getting my email saying, hey, your book is done. You know, it's going on, da-da-da. I was like, yay, you know, that's a good feeling. You know what I mean? And mine are no content, but I'm ready to do content. There's so much stuff I'm ready to do. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, got all that stuff I got to do for one of my kids and stuff like that. We got to, you know, they draw pictures like crazy and stuff, but they mind is, you know, trying to get ready. They got used to school, getting their flow back, being at school and all that stuff. But so I got to get them focused back on some of the stuff that we was trying to work on or do. But I wanted to make a couple children's books with them. And
what kind of content book are you trying to make?
Well, the one book I could make a coloring book, Okay, so and it would be really. I bet you it would sell like crazy. For two of them, I have one daughter who's obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's. Most kids know about that. And then we got this new game. I don't even know if it's new, but it's called Friday Night Funkin'. I love it. Love that game. And so a lot of the games that I watch on YouTube and stuff, they play the game and we just have a good time. But my daughter has become obsessed with it. And you kind of have to use your little up, down, keys or whatever. It's music. So you gotta, it's like a battle, music or whatever. And so you gotta be, and I'm like, dang, you got good at it. She's gotten really good at it. But she loves the characters. And so there's these different mods that you're going to. So she's mastered how to draw each character. And so I was like, oh, we could do like a coloring book. You know what I mean? Like, Friday Night Funkin' color book, because she is really good. And
that's
so
no content,
Yeah. And so that's what I said. So that would be a good one. You know what I'm saying? And I can get her to concentrate. Because a lot of times she come home, like, she spent the evening at a family member's house. And she come back with a whole bunch of pictures. But she didn't color them in and all that stuff. Was like, no, I need you to. So that's cool. But I'm glad she could do it. So I'm like, okay. And then when we was doing it on the dry erase board. But it wasn't clean enough. You know what I'm saying?
You know what you should get her? I know it costs money.
What?
And Ciroc should be able to help you with that. And
draw
because you have the iPad.
Uh-huh.
So all you probably need to do is get a drawing pen, and then she could draw it, and then it just automatically over it. It's on there.
What you mean? Just do the iPad and then just get the pen? Oh, okay. Because they've been asking. Their birthday's coming up, and they've been asking.
He did. He's doing his on his logo and his stuff for his clothing line on the tablet.
Oh, okay.
And he got a pen and get the drawing.
And that's fine with me because I thought that's what my two, because they're both almost him. They both been asking. All right, this is. I'm gonna show you this. This is what I found. And this is one my one daughter made.
Oh, she cute.
And so that's the other daughter. This is the one who's actually supposed to do story. We're gonna do a story, actual book, children's book. And she just draws these. She's just really good with those kind of. So, and all my kids are different. They do different looking characters. That's what I like. So they're all distinct. One draws a certain way, or you can tell. So I'm excited. So she gave me an idea because their birthdays are coming up. My twins' birthdays are coming up. And then the other one's coming up. She didn't ask for drawing, but she didn't draw. She's asleep. That's what she do. Oh, her phone keep coming on. I didn't hear you about this already.
I don't even know why people call me.
But I'm saying, a year and her, every 3 weeks, y'all, she keep messing up. She kept messing up. I didn't think this was going to be this good. Yeah, Mom is there.
Stop yelling at me.
Yeah, so now I'm ready for the next adventure. Because I should have spent some time with Lydia to master how to do
it's so
content. But I know it'll probably be easy, but I got so much stuff going on. I want to do so much with the girls, and I'm excited.
The reason I'm asking because you say you want to do so much, and right now all you're saying is the ones with the girls. So you really got.
No, but I got mine too.
That's what I was asking.
I got my poems, and I got some.
So are you done? Are you ready?
Not with the poems yet. I think, but I don't know. Like you know how we were talking earlier on the podcast.
Yeah.
What would be so awesome for me is if I could get away. Just me, get away. You know how we use the rap rolls and stuff like that. I have to release. Yeah,
right.
That's true. I could do. Yeah.
You can even bring your food and everything.
Yeah. So it's just I have a window, and.
But that's what I'm saying. If you go first thing in the morning, and you talk with the kids, just go there.
Yeah.
And work.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, actually, if I can, work around here, that's what I'm gonna do. The only time I have to be here is when I create stuff. But I might. Man, I gotta run away from her.
I think the hard part for you is you have a grandbaby so many days, and then the days that you don't have her, it's getting ready to go into the weekend that we usually end up having to do something, and we gotta get product ready or something like that. So there's always something, a task, to do.
Yeah.
Like for me, I need to get some cheese and stuff going. A lot of people in our community that are sick, come down with cancer and strange things that I know my cheese will help. And things that I might tell people, So I was going to ask you, did you ever get a chance to use the machine? And how, if you did it work or whatever? Did you ever?
No, because I have to go to the liquor store and I've been too lazy to do that.
I do too.
Because I thought I had enough, and then when I poured this stuff in the jar that I was going to put in the broken one, it didn't work out because I was like, oh, this is all I got? What is this going to do?
Okay.
So I haven't now.
Okay.
So the answer to that question, no, I haven't. That's the only reason. But if you need your machine back,
well, no, right now, because I ain't got no alcohol. We both need to go to the liquor store right now.
And you know
we
when
got
I go
the same dilemma.
And you know when I go to the liquor store, I don't know how to act right. And even though I'm on a guy fast, it doesn't stop me.
Right. Yesterday I was sitting in one. Man, ladies, this is the time of year. I heard she ain't on this guy fast. I ain't gonna be able to have fun because we be going to get freedom for Christmas time. We be getting ready to go. Getting stuff going, because
Well, I decided, and this is something you guys have to do on your own and figure. Because I am on a God fast, and our house is God fast, bombness right now.
Everything
is God fast. But I don't care if I cheat, because sometimes I have to cheat.
Because it's your way of life.
Yeah, and
so
sometimes I do cheat. I want to use a different word than cheat. Sometimes I do because my blood sugar is low. Then I gave me his cereal candy bar. It only took a square because I don't like anything that's not God fast. Anyway, but sometimes you just have a craving, or if I'm somewhere and I gotta eat, I don't want to call it where it's not a lifestyle. It's just it's not living in my house. Like, I'm not gonna buy some candy to have a candy dish in my house. If I do that, I'm gonna have to make my own candy dish.
Right.
Make my own homemade candy. If I'm gonna chips, I'm gonna have to make my own chips. There's certain tortilla chips I'm cool with, something like that. But pretty much everything is gonna have to be on that fresh level area. Period.
Homemade.
Exactly.
Natural and homemade.
Because I love it. Even like our teas are really good. We're mastering so much that I don't want to stop what I'm doing. But there's some times where I will be eating or I will be having a casual drink here and there. And I'm not going to beat myself up for having that casual drink. But you got to understand, I was buying liquor even when I wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
I wasn't
collecting, just collecting.
And that's all I was doing, and I'm still collecting.
We was doing too. I mean, I look at the stuff that I bought last year. I still got. I'm
not a
but
big
a lot of it
drinker.
I use for myself.
I mean, I love having a liquor cabinet, but I'm not a big drinker. So that's not my weakness.
Yeah.
My weakness is that Coca-Cola people.
Yeah.
Give me that cherry vanilla Coke.
And they had the two buy two get two free yesterday.
Yeah.
Because the new sales today.
Man, I like the one that's buy two, get three free.
No.
That's my baby.
They ain't had that in a while.
Yeah, they usually do it on holidays. Holidays is when you get it.
Well, I was like, I'm doing it too because of the way my...
But I'm not going to do it. Like I said, even like with my glam baby, I don't try to do anything that has... I want everybody eating like us here. Yeah, so then when you go, wherever you go...
And you eat that stuff. You eat the good when you're here. And
the good tastes so good you don't even realize you eat good, so it doesn't matter.
That's usually how it goes, because if you master the healthy stuff and it's good, people who eat junk usually want that healthy stuff. Yeah.
And junk is cheaper than healthy, y'all.
Of course.
They always having good deals on junk. They don't have good deals
they
on healthy.
You.
Yeah, so they're trying to kill you. So don't die.
I'm trying not to.
Don't die.
But like I was saying too, I had just noticed that. Oh Lord, what is she doing? It's a little bit of time I've been, having food with them. I'll still eat the junk sometimes or whatever, but I have already been losing weight, and my blood pressure every time I go to the doctor's is the lowest it's ever been. So I'm like, something must be working. You know what I mean? So because I'm not reaching for, even if I do, because my girls love Oreos like crazy. But even if I have a couple Oreos or something like that, it's not the way it used to be. It's not So I think my body is starting to, adjust to, and it craves that healthy stuff. It likes the healthy stuff. You know what I mean? When you do want sweet, and grab fruit instead if you can.
Well, I make homemade cookies, and Mom makes good cakes, and she makes a vegan cake that she don't even know is vegan. So I'm really not really missing anything but some Coca-Cola and liquor. Mm-hmm. Everything else I pretty much got.
And like you said, you can have that once in a blue.
Yeah. And then when I do get it, I'm not rushing to drink it because I'm like, I'm scared that I'm not gonna like it no more. Now you don't want to not like something. Yeah. That's how I am. But I gotta stop up on chocolate chips. Last year we was
trying all the different holiday foods and stuff. Mm-hmm. I just remember them shots we had. The shots, whatever it was, them shots you had got from the liquor store.
No, the shots you got from the liquor store?
No, I didn't get those.
The little bundles? Yes, you did.
No, I'm talking about that one that was already done. Remember? You had got it from the one, and we tried.
Oh, the pineapple.
That thing, shot. Whatever it was, that thing was. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And let me tell you, I had that thing for at least 8 months before we drank it.
Oh, see.
And I only drank it because we were doing our Saturday night thing that she had stopped. Mm-hmm. I'm blaming it on her.
Okay. Oh yeah, she could blame it on me because of the fact that she got us out here making the $green bill every Saturday. So we went from Saturday night to Saturday day trying to make some money.
On this trip on that money. I jacked that up. I don't care.
But anyway, yeah, so we've been really, and like I said, we'll adjust, like I tell you guys, the one thing I love about just our journey anyway, is even we may not be doing the same exact things all the time, but we're going to be doing something. So you see how she had us on the journey of the books for this, month or whatever. But we're still hustling and doing our businesses while that's going on. She got that going on. That's an added. She told us we're going to talk about making T-shirts and stuff. That's going to be another added. So there's always something going on, but we're still in that process. While that's going on, we're still going to be working on having, getting our products out there, business out there, getting bazaars, whatever we need to do, being out there as well. People seeing us, and you seeing us on social media as well as locally where we're from. So people just be used to seeing us everywhere. A lot of times I think it amazes people when they do have conversations with us and then they start realizing all the different things that we do, especially the social media wise. They're like, oh gosh, you guys doing that and that, and you're doing all that, plus you're out sitting out here, doing that. It's like, yeah, because you gotta, if you, like we were talking about, if it's your brand, if it's what you're doing, you gotta be doing it all the time. You gotta be pushing it, making it happen, do what you need to do. I will say, I thought about something, probably made me think about it when she was talking about me on our speaker podcast, but I hadn't been focused on my YouTube channel as much, and I hadn't had any videos. Like, people watch my videos still, and they ain't barely got any videos on there. But a lot of the stuff that I was talking about, even talking to my children, that I talk to about on my videos, they are so important. There'll be things that people need to know no matter what. If I go today, those videos are going to be prevalent in all you guys' lives because it's things that everybody needs to know at all the time. Like I was telling my daughter about the one thing, this phone, I don't know what this is, about your family history. That's one of my last ones that I had talked about. Your health history. A lot of people, we got all these people out here having babies, but we don't know. There's all these people, and they don't know their history. So then they go to the doctors and they say, oh, your mom or your dad got this? And you say, no, you don't know. They do. They may have it. That's important. That's important to know because they may have stroke. They may have heart problems. They may have this and that. And you sitting there saying no because you don't know. And I tell everybody, you need to know and find out as much as you can because you can sit there and go your whole life thinking that doesn't go in my family, but it is. So if you can get as much information from your parents about the history, or watch your parents too, see the things that they're going through, find that information out. It's, so I need to pay attention and get on telling you guys the stuff that I know. This person calling me over and over again. I don't even know who this is. Just keep calling me. Anyway, so yes, find out that. So I'm gonna let you guys know, and just like Lydia's talking about this stuff, it's our brand, and we need to keep pushing our stuff. And keep pushing. So that was a wake up for me when she was talking today, because I'm like, well, shoot, I ain't even doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm all excited about this part, but I ain't been doing this and staying up on this. There's so many different things you need to know and do to keep up on your brand. Keep pushing it out there and letting people know about
And what
your
is
stuff.
your brand?
My brand is MotherEarth Consulting, the road to wholeness and health and healing.
It isn't.
Oh, my brand is me?
Your brand is you.
Because I am MotherEarth Consulting.
It doesn't matter if you're Mother, Consultant, Shalante, Joanne. Your brand is you.
There's a lot of brand.
No, it's just you.
I know, that's a lot.
There's just things that piece off of you. Like Nike is Nike.
Mm-hmm.
That's the brand is Nike.
Mhm.
You don't know who the owner is. You can look up and find the owner, but the Nike brand, that swoosh is a brand. I don't care where they go off on. They can be tennis, they can be football, they can be whatever.
I see what you're saying because I'm all those different things, those different characters.
Those are things are you.
So that's me and that's
you.
me.
So you got to carry over your brand, your knowledge. So when you're doing your YouTube, it's the information that you give. It's if you're doing Instagram, it's whatever you want to do.
That's right.
If your Facebook, it's whatever it is. And the smart thing is not to be the same thing on each platform, to be whatever it is on each platform. So you, Mother Consultant over here on YouTube, Instagram is your teas, your CMOS, your Steam is your Facebook, your Snappy Chappy is this. You want to be all over, so people get to know your personality, to get to know you and have that journey with you.
Yeah.
But you got to understand that no matter, even as we are the Royal Kingdom family,
Right.
your brand has to stand out, and that is you. So your personality is what it drives from, because right now, even though you got your logo, that logo is not printed everywhere for people to know that brand.
Right.
So it's you right now. Now when you switch and say, okay, I want to be a logo brand, and they don't know me, then that's when you do, then it's the logo brand. But right now, you are your brand.
Yes.
When you sit out and selling your products, you are your brand. We've seen a lot of people, they got their stuff all together, but it's your brand that gets it. It's how you do it. There was this thing that me and Sarek was talking about, saying, we are the only ones, of course, the plus size women, we are the only ones that don't stand up when people come to talk to us. When we sit down, we have to start standing up, and it's not like we're standing up the whole 24 hours of the time, because it is, and we can always take turns of standing up, but somebody should always be standing up to talk about the product, to have that face-to-face conversation. They should never have to look down at us. It's that, as well as your communication skills and stuff like that. But I said, it doesn't. You're like, well, no, there was that one old lady, and I said the key word, old lady. People have more sympathy for old lady than they do fat ladies. This is what it is. I mean, I'm just being real. Because they feel like fat people are fat because they eat too much. They feel there's all these different reasons why somebody's fat that is not on the healthy side. Not because, she don't eat enough, so her metabolism. But like some people come with a broken metabolism.
Okay, well, a lot of people have a lot of health issues that are already contribute to
But I'm just saying, you could be born. I met a girl when I was younger. She was humongous. Was younger. Her metabolism never was. She had some kind of disease that came with it. But my thing is, you never know what somebody else is, but people just assume it. So you have to always bring out your brand better. If, like I was telling JoJo a long time ago, you have all these teas that you're healing everybody, but if it's not healing you, you're pretty soon going to lose out. Right now you can say this because it's like, I'm in the process of learning it. But you say 5 years down the line, you still got these issues, but you want me to buy the issue to cure my issue. There's a problem. I'm not going to want to buy it from you. How long you been doing this and you still got issues? I don't think the tea's working. I don't think it's working for you. You know what I mean? So, because they want to hear about you. They can care less, even though we have plenty of stories of other people taking our stuff. They want to hear about you because we are the brand. Those people that's carrying us not our brand. Now what we can do is get those people who did say, record them and do videos and commercials and do stuff like that. But as a business, when you're doing a business, you are your brand unless you just come out with your brand only and nobody's ever seen you. And you just got people working for you so nobody's seeing you. So it's your brand. You know what I mean?
Right.
But as that's not the case right now, if you're doing a pop-up market at any time, you are your brand. And my thing is, you got to tell me about your product and how it helps you. Like I do, like when I do any product, I don't care if it's my cake in a jar, to the torturing of hot sauce, to the teas, my resin, the books. I got to enjoy what my brand is. So if I'm not having fun with my brand, how am I expected to really convey? Because somebody else is enjoying my brand? Because I can't really get the full effect if somebody else is enjoying it and I'm not enjoying my brand. You know what I mean? So I always do the tasting. So that's why I like with Ciroc, I made me and Ciroc when we was doing teas, you had to taste everything. And I'm like, well, you messed that up, now you got to go. So you might make a lot of mistakes in the making your teas and you might have to make a whole nother batch. But it's the point that you got to enjoy your taste. How do you feel when you drink your tea? Because really it goes off of you. I remember it was somebody when we had the restaurant in Greyhound. And I think it was one of my vendors was trying to get me to buy something.
Okay.
And I was like, no, I don't like that. And he said, it's not about what you like. And you know, your customers don't like it. And I said, yeah, but I don't like it. And he was like, but why would I buy something that I don't like and give it to my customers? You get what I'm saying? Like, I have to approve it. Because at the end of the day, as you're trying to convince me to get it, and my customer's like, oh, this is such and such and such, I can tell you why I like it, and this is the reason why we got it. Sorry you didn't get the ones that over here, because I didn't really care for it. Like, you know, we did Coca-Cola product. I don't like the Sonic. You're not paying me to like the Sonic. I just do not like the Sonic. It tastes like minerals and dirt and all that mixed together. I don't like the Sonic water. It's not coming in here. Now, I did buy it twice, but I'm like, why am I spending all the money for like the Sonic? And then guess what? It was a non-name brand water that sold before the Dasani. Because not only did I not like Dasani, there was a lot of other people. They liked the Smart Water, they liked the Salsa. They did not care for Dasani. Now, it might work at a bigger chain store to get Dasani and all that because you get more variety of people coming in and swoop Dasani away. But when you're in a little store like me, mom and pop store, with our restaurant, people, for some reason, get more picky. Like, you can come to our thing and look at teas, and you're like this, so what does your tea do? What ingredients did you put in your tea? What ingredients did you put in your seasoning? Do you I've seen a lot of y'all at the store picking up seasoning. I never heard you call up Johnny's and ask them what they put in there and why they put so-and-so. Are you going to buy it or you're not? Is it salty? Because, you know, that's how Johnny's is. But did you see that you bought Johnny's? But where you know, they ask all these questions when you're smaller. So as you're smaller and you're unique, you got to be ready to be able to answer all these questions. Well, how long does your hot sauce last? Well, it's smothered in vinegar. It's there to last a lifetime. However you want, but okay, I'll do the research to make sure and stuff like that because I understand because I'm a smaller business. When you have bigger businesses, they don't have to get those responses. One, because you can't ask them. You're not emailing them before you buy their stuff. And if you see a unique name, you're not emailing before you do all that stuff. So remember that. Like, your brand is you. If you're starting a business, your brand, your YouTube, your Instagram, your Snappy Chappy, your TikTok, your all those, Facebook, that's your brand that you're putting out there. When you see the people vlogging, you're watching their life as how they vlog and stuff like that. So remember those things, that it is out there for you. And it's how important do you think your business is. Everybody can talk a good game. I have a son, like I said, he can sell you chewing gum that's already being chewed. But I guarantee you, everything he's ever done, he's already tried. So that is what also makes him a great salesperson. You got to put the energy and the effort into everything you do. Try and enjoy your own product. When I make teas, hot sauce, all that, I got some here for my family. We use it. Sometimes Derek uses it more than normal because I don't do spicy, and Derek be trying to kill my throat. I don't know why he do. But guarantee that anything I make, we use in this household. So we are number one. Now I can tell you what somebody else says. And I can talk about what somebody else says about my product. But nobody can talk about it better than me because I use my product. I am in love with my product because that's a person that needs to be in love with it. It's not JoJo that needs to be in love with it. It's not Mama that needs to be in love with my kid. I have to be in love with it. Mm-hmm. And then when I'm in love with it, then I can sell it a lot better without even using a lot of words. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. Because you got to read people. And sometimes I've been to tables where they're selling me stuff and I wasn't even looking at it. Like, you didn't even take the time to see what I was looking at. So that's why I pay attention to. Whatever they're looking at, I'll talk about that. And if they switch all the way over here, I'm going to go talk about that. They switch all the way over here, I'm going to talk about that. But my main thing is, what do you want? What do you like? What is interesting you on the table? So then I don't have to guess by what you're looking at and put myself through that cycle and talking way too much. Because people just want to know you and put your personality in it. I don't care if you have a mess up personality, just put your personality in it. Because somebody likes it because somebody likes you.
Yeah, we got a lot of people. You know, sometimes people's personalities just, that's the way it is. And then they still famous and well known for that. Yeah. You know, just for that.
And that's the thing. Your business is you. Mm-hmm. And that's the whole, I don't know how much I could say that. It's your brand. It's who you are. How can you put your personality on your brand? Mm-hmm. And then live by that personality. So don't give them a fake personality if that's not who you are. Give them the real you. If you're an a-hole, be that a-hole. Because people accept it a lot better than you. Yeah, because people accept it a lot better than you. Mm-hmm. Say you're not an a-hole and then you're a-hole, then it's like they can't accept you. Like, she has a friend that does that all the time. Well, it works.
Again?
What?
I keep. You really want to keep doing
what
it?
Did I do?
Every time we have I'll tell you, and I hate her. I hit her the other day, y'all, because she did it again.
What did I do? I don't even know what I did.
You know what you did, but that's okay, because that's why I stacked up, because you did it again last week and said the same thing.
What did I do?
Keep having these examples. Keep talking about she got a friend. We know who the friend is, and every time you keep saying you're a friend, I'm tallying it up. Don't think I'm not. So then when when I hit you, because I hit you last time, because I got tired of you saying it, because you keep saying it.
Why are you getting mad about people that are your friends?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Why are you telling me?
Okay, keep having the conversation. I'm going to let you keep talking. It's tallying it up. That's why you got bopped upside the other day, because I had tallied it up the last week. You kept doing it, and you keep doing it when we live. So I can't say nothing, but I'm tallying it up. So keep on telling the people.
Well, anyway, I don't know why.
We know a person. Let's say that. We know a human being, a person that does that. There's other words and to rephrase and how to say stuff. Use your adjectives.
Well, so anyway,
we know someone who does that.
Right now, he, she, them, they, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. We know a person who does
that says one thing, but their personality is totally different than what they say.
Yes.
And it rubs people the wrong way because we're going off of what you say and it doesn't match.
Right, what you're showing us.
But she doesn't get that. And she'll always go, nobody trips with so-and-so doing so-and-so, but that's their personality. And people know that person for their personality and accept them for their personality. So my thing is, I don't care if you're rough around the edges, show you're rough around the edges. Mm-hmm. People just want to see somebody real. Somebody who is just them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And if you're rude, if you're disrespectful, if you overly talk, if you're overly quiet, if you loud or you're quiet or you're whatever it is, be you on your brand. So then people know, oh, that's so. They can tell you about the person. Like I look at, like when I look at Lenore's YouTube, and I look at when people talk about her. They're always saying she's just so bubbly, such and such and such. Well, because what they see is her being bubbly, because she's happy and she's enjoying, and then when she's frustrated, she shows the frustration and stuff like that. But at that moment in her life where she's happy. Sometimes when you see people on YouTube and they're going through and they're depressing and they're sad, it's because that's their moment, and this is their way to vent their moment. Either be happy, be miserable, whatever, complaining or whatever it might be, that you're on their journey, and it's your choice to say, I want to continue to watch this journey, or I don't want to watch this journey.
Yeah.
But it's a choice. Like this channel, we use it. This is our acting channel. And this is our channel to not only act, but show you about businesses and help you become successful in your business. Yeah. And we being real about it. So I yell about brands because people not understanding how important your brand is. Yeah. And like I even said, for me, I've always been a person that want to do something with somebody else. And I will not do it. I will slow down if I don't have, like my JoJo, to be around me, to help me do what I want to do, then I slow down. And that's because there's some things that I'm scared of and nervous, and I don't know how to react to it or whatever and do. So I've learned that, okay.
Well, I think we just have different strengths, like different, there's different strengths.
No, but I'm just saying, but I as a person, period, I still need to know how to do stuff on my own.
Oh, yeah.
I need to know how to figure it out, find it, whatever, because JoJo has a lot on her plate. And even though she does the business or whatever, but I'm about to say that if her business venture is not the same as my business venture, and the way she goes about her business is not the same way I go about my business. And if I'm waiting on her to be at the level where I'm at, then I'm slowing myself down and putting too much pressure on her and making her feel bad because I'm waiting on her to do what I need to do. So I have to do what I need to do. She does what she needs to do. The kids do what they need to do. And whatever path we're on, that's the path we go to. And we fly from that path. But I don't have to slow down to catch up with Joe. Joe don't have to slow down to catch up with the kids. And Joe moves fast, the kids need to catch up with Joe. Joe need to catch up with me, or how vice versa it is. That's how it goes. And nobody should feel out of place in doing it. And I think sometimes we put more pressure on ourselves than we need to. Because we're trying to please everybody. I think that's like one of the things, like Will Smith was broke because when he first came out, he had all his money. He was giving all the money to family, friends, and all this. And he became flat broke. So then he had to come back. And that's when Fresh Prince of Bel-Air came out, where he then built his empire, and he wasn't as giving as before. Because you don't want to be like, oh, you got famous, and now you ain't even thinking about us. You done got this, and now you ain't thinking about us. It's like, no, that's not what it is at all. It's I got to make sure I'm taken care of. At the end of the day, me and myself got to be taken care of. And if I got family, they got to come right after to be taken care of, because that's who I'm promoting for, is my family. Now, I had to sacrifice not seeing my kids. I had to sacrifice missing games and plays and not being there as much as I want to be. I had to sacrifice. You didn't. You waiting on me like I sacrificed for you.
Right.
And when he learned that, it was like, oh no. So I always knew from Fresh Prince, from Will Smith, that I will not be giving to the community like that. Like I might do something big and build a building in the community and got some workers, y'all better attach yourself to that. But as just throwing out money, no, because at the end of the day, my kids went without seeing me. My kids, my husband, my boyfriend, my mama, my daddy, whoever was neglected without having me because I was so busy doing what I needed to do. Why would I give it all away and then me and the kids are broke again and y'all ain't did nothing to better yourself to get back to me? That makes sense. Yeah, so remember, your brand is you, and your brand can't be, I take care of the world. The world gonna have to learn how to take care of yourself. You had to struggle and get yourself on your feet. They're gonna have to struggle and get themselves on their feet. Yeah, you can help. You can give some advice. You can tell them to read your book. How you got successful. You know, they can pay the $12, $10, $5 for your book to get successful. I mean, there's plenty of ways they could do it because then it doesn't bother you because you wrote it. This is how I got successful. Read that. Yeah. And if you don't do any of that stuff, then I can't help you because I gave you all the secrets in that book. And that's how you do it.
That's kind of like, it was funny because I was telling Sirach, was like, everyone keeps talking about how I'm sweating. I be sweating Tabitha Brown because I like her so much and stuff. And I do, but now that she's got her book out, it's just like what you just said. It's called Feeding the Soul. So now if anybody got to ask a question, they just read the book. Buy the book, and then I support her, and then you get the information.
Yeah. But a lot of people don't want to support you, and they're not going to use the knowledge that you give them. Like you can give, and you always test it out.
Yeah.
Give them an inch, give them a piece of knowledge, and see how far they work with their knowledge. You know, that was one of the things. Like we met a guy, and he said, "Call." He said, "I'll be waiting for a call. Don't have me hunt you down." I'm like, "Oh, you ain't gonna hunt me down." And I already had a plan. Monday morning, 10 o'clock. So he was like, "We're gonna meet today?" Yep. And I was thinking we was gonna be like 2-3 days later. Okay. And then he kept changing the time, and I was like, I'm ready. Because he ended up having things to do and stuff like that. But it was there. I was ready. Had my notebook, my pen. And what he's doing, he came with a computer. I said, "Okay, I'm gonna beat you next time. I'm gonna bring my computer. We both gonna have a computer. We're gonna get ourselves together." Because it's important. That when people see that you are ready, they'll give you the information. They'll help you be successful. But if you're not ready, I know this one company they have tried to contact me. They probably don't want nothing to do with me no more. And I don't blame them because I ain't responded back. But it's because I listened to somebody else say money. You know, it costs us an amount of money. Well, there's no reason for me to call you if I have to pay you because I don't have the money to pay you yet. So I can't do nothing until I save up. And even if I didn't have to pay you, if you're telling me, "Oh, you got to pay $300 for a domain for a website," if I don't have $300,
right?
Now if you say, "Oh, I'm gonna help you," you ain't gotta worry about no money. Or so what? No, I'm all there. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of times I don't know.
Well, just imagine your situation, I guess, at the time, whatever your situation is at the time.
Yeah.
Like you said.
But then God blessed me with the guy because he's willing to help me and give me the information that's going to help me. But in the journey of writing books, I sold a book, y'all. And I didn't know if I sold the book because the kids are on my account too.
Oh.
So I had to look because we writing so many books. I don't know which cover was what.
Yeah.
So I had to go back in the KDB, look at the book, and look at my name.
Was it the pop-up market one?
No.
It wasn't?
It was just a random book that I did in this 30-day thing.
Okay.
And I looked at it and it was there. I had earned $1.90.
All right, y'all. That's what I'm talking about.
I had earned $1. Yeah, y'all. See, y'all don't know. I got big butts. Y'all don't know. I got the big butts over here.
I better watch out for Lydia.
Shoot.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to spend my $1.90 on it, but I guarantee you. No, my books are free to make.
I am
for
KDP. Just saying.
KDP, baby.
But you can buy your own books.
I'm buy some peppers for some hot sauce.
All right. That's
I got $1.90. What you go with? So, you know, and you have to look. Do you even check to see if you sold any books?
I don't think I know how to. That's one thing I don't. I just be making books, y'all.
Okay, so while we're on here, it cracks me up.
What?
Okay, so hold on. I was just making Mom's book a hardback.
Oh, okay.
So I want to make sure this looks good. Everything looks good. Everything looks safe.
Oh, man.
Let me go back here. Something's wrong. Okay, that must have been it. Okay, it didn't pop up. Okay, yeah. Okay, so she just going through just to make sure because you want to do your preview. You want when you actually create the book, you want to go through it. Like this wasn't like from Book Boat or those other companies where it's already it's gonna be fine. So you just need to make sure that the size is right. I mean, like I had to do the lines and do all the artwork. Because I'm very artsy. So I did it. So I just want to make sure everything looks good. Even though KDB said everything is fine, I had to make sure, because me and KDP have been fighting over this book. It's another couple of books that we have fighting over.
Sure, that's nice.
So it's hardback. So, and then I left extra pages just because they like to put stuff on some of the pages. So then...
And this is a hardback?
This is a hardback, so...
Wow.
So see how much it costs for a hardback?
I don't know.
That's a printing box. It's $12.50.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot.
So
Well, we don't know because we don't know how much they're going to charge. Because KDP charges. Yeah. Oh, you didn't know KDP charges? Yeah, they charge. You think they're going to do this for free and do nothing? See, the minimum is $20.83, so it was $12. KDP is making $8 off the book. So then you got to figure out how much money you going to make off the book. So we're going to just say it because it is what it is. And okay, so she's gonna make $3.69 off of it.
What did you put? Yeah, what did you put?
$26.99. Cause the minimum was $20. And I wasn't gonna make 5 cents off of it.
No.
So.
All right.
And this will tell you that Alice is gonna be bomb. So that was fun to do. Okay, so anyway, here we are. See, this is your KDP. Everybody, KDP is where you go. If you go all the way up to where it says Kindle Direct Publishing, it goes Kindle, line down, Direct Publishing. Right across it says Bookshelf. Bookshelf is where you are at to see all your books.
Yeah.
So you click on Bookshelf, even if you're in there, it's just showing you all the books you did and getting ready to create. Your report is what you look for, and then that's when it tells you. And I sold a book on September 25th, and then it tells you $1.90. Now, my hard time was figuring out to know which book, because you could come over here and look at all the titles. So I think I did this, you guys. So I went over here, looked. That's probably not what I did. I don't know how I found out which book it was. I don't know if I clicked over here. I don't know what I did. Oh, y'all, I don't know how to do it. So when I need to do it again, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because it doesn't say, like, which book. It says all authors, all formats, all titles, the date. But it doesn't tell you.
And so there's no way of going into the bookshelf part where you see your books and it lets you know if that was the one that got bought or not?
I don't know.
Because I'm thinking maybe there's a part where, you know, where all our books are, that maybe there's a section that will let us know if they've been bought or not.
No. Because when you come here.
Into the reports, that's where everything's at?
Yeah, because right here just
that's what I was saying. And I wish that that'd be kind of neat if they could have something in that part to let you know if you know, how many of those been sold.
So this is what I'm telling you, the little 3 dots here.
Yeah.
And this is where you get edit paper, add series.
Oh.
And,
okay.
I want to do it over here. No, I gotta do a live book. I'm gonna show you a live because it makes sense on the live book. So she was also one to order the books, so she could do like I do on mine and sell. So you come over here and then you go right here and then it says order author copies. Order author copies. So that you get to pay the price that it was to make and create the book.
Awesome. That's good.
So that's what that is.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yay! That's good. That's very good information for you guys too, as well. If you guys go on this journey, that's like okay, we are at the end of this month, but you know, make it a goal for you guys to start doing that type of stuff. You know, you can do it in October. Y'all. Y'all can do good.
Yeah, what you say? Because I'm sorry, I am really trying to figure out how to
navigate through this and figure it out.
I found out yesterday. Because we're going to learn how to We're gonna find out how to do. You want to be able to run through this, and I don't think anybody really shows you too much on this, but we're gonna figure it out so you can run in it, because you want to be able to do your marketing on there.
Oh yeah.
You want to pick which books. I'm not really gonna market any of my no
content
content books. I mean, I'll post it on Facebook or something like that, but I'm not gonna really market, like pay money to market, because you gotta pay money to market. So, but I can't tell you nothing. I sold one book, and now I got my little $1.90, because you right here, $1.90.
So then does that $1.90 go into your account?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know when. Probably at the end of the month.
Keep looking up, and then that's not when that goes in. That's one thing too. She just tells us everything, the whole process. So we know she sold a book. It's got $1.90. Let us know how long it takes for it to get into your account. That means you have to pay attention to it. Pay attention to your account.
Well, it must have came, because it says right here, sales period was July 1st to July 31st. These are the other books.
Okay.
This is payment status paid.
Okay.
Date September 29th. So it must be getting today.
Today? Yeah, today.
It takes a long time to get paid, don't it?
Wait, it was sold within that time period?
It was sold between July 1st and July 31st.
Oh, that is a long time. Took a month.
Yeah. That's what we're just talking about, because I'm looking at it today. Because today is the 29th.
So you might want to look at your account and see if it is in there.
Yeah.
See, you guys are learning with us while we're going through it.
You got to. You got to learn.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to tell you.
Well, she'll figure it out, and then when, she figures it, she'll let us know. Then let us know. So then that's good too, because then you can find out the time period from when you sell to the time period that lands in your bank account. That'd be it.
And there's some bigger YouTubers, there's some that's not even bigger YouTubers. There's YouTubers that have been doing KDP for a while. Even new YouTubers have been doing KDP for a while, and they can tell you when the money comes in and the generation to generate your thing. You don't have to just wait on us to figure it out.
Yeah, like you say, go to hit KDP or whatever on YouTube and hear what they gotta say if they've already been working with it. But I like the process we go through. You know what I'm saying? We're, like I said, just because you guys are watching us, then you guys are seeing the process that we're going through as well. So that's the cool thing. And I'm learning from her, really, you know what I mean? But then sometimes I learn stuff too. And then I
she taught me how to do because I never did it, do the book cover on KDP.
It's so much easier.
And so
I like it because they do like the regular books, put your name on it, little things.
So there all kinds of stuff.
Because all the information's already in there, so it's just boom, it just generates it.
So now what I do is sometimes I just do my work on Canva, upload it to KDP so they can do all the other work to it. Or if I want it in a specific spot, then I will do it on Canva and still send it over to KDP.
That's that technologically savvy stuff that I don't know.
But
I'll figure it out once I'm on it long enough.
Because they don't have, I realize on KDP, they don't have a lot of covers.
Yeah, they don't.
So then your stuff is going to look the same.
The same. That's why I'm saying that. So eventually.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't. I got to have that jazziness to make it look, spunky. Because that's what I want. Spunky.
Right.
So,
attention.
Yeah.
Attract the attention.
So I just want you guys to know, it's when you gotta understand, when you do KDP, there's a cost to make the book, and they'll tell you how much it costs to make the book. The hardcover is $12. It's 7 cents to make the thing, and it had color pages in there, so that could have made the price go up a little bit more too.
For the hardcover?
Yeah, because on the inside it have color pages in it. So then you got the hard copy. That costs some money if you want to do it. Now, if you don't mind yourself not selling at these prices, you should be all right. So then you got the hard copies, And then, so they charging, I'm just doing normal. If you do a normal no content book, it's like $2.15 for them to make the book. They're gonna charge like $3 for it. You have to charge anything up above $3. So if they said $3.29 and you wanted to charge $3.49, just know you're only getting 20 cents per book. But you can do that if that's what you want to do, because it's up to you. But their bare minimum is telling you, we getting our money. So you want to do it free, it's up to you. But we getting our money. So, and them building the book is not their money. It's that extra. So $2.15 is how much it costs to do it. With all the pages, binding them and all that. That's how much that costs. Then you pay, then it's a dollar something or $2 something more on it. Now we just saw it in my mom's book. It costs 12 something. Their minimum that we could charge is $20. So then I went to $26.99 so she can make some decent money. They're making decent money. They're making $8 for that book. So now after they're making $8, I at least should make $6 for that book. So that's how I did. Because you got to make money. And literally she did the work to create this book. Like, this is not book boats, insert. This is not such a thing. Now, I don't know if I would do. No, I'm going to do one just to see so I can tell you how much it costs. But I don't know if I'll do a no content hardcover book and you charging that much money.
No, I probably wouldn't do that. No.
That's a lot of money, y'all. Did you know it? Like, I don't know. I'm going to try it, though. Because I'm going to do one of my no content that it won't faze me. And there's nothing harm try it, because you got to understand, if you went to a publisher, they're giving you a certain amount of money, but you got to sell those books. And they're making way more money than you are, and you are the one that wrote the book. So you be like, oh, they're giving me $1 million and 300,000, yeah. You giving... They give you 300. They probably make it 2 million. If you self-publish your own book, you can do it on Amazon and get the royalties from that. Buy the author copies and do like I'm doing and selling them out of it. And you can do as many books as you want. There's no limit to your books. And I ain't decided. I saw this one lady. She did a book. I bought a book. And I'm gonna advertise that one too. But I bought a book. And she made, on the inside cover, not the where the book story is, her cover on the t-shirts for little kids to wear. And I was like, ooh, I might steal that idea. But I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I thought that was a cool idea to be able to put it on the shirt, you know, to go with it. And that be the shirt that you sell on Amazon and on the other platforms, because you're going to show you 2 platforms to do t-shirts, so you're not just on one platform, that you have multiple platforms to be able to get your products out. But you got to know that everybody got to make money to do what you're doing. And if you're going to self-publish and be your own self-published artist, then understand that people are getting their money. But do the best work you can, because then you can probably make more money by getting it printed, and then you sell it wherever you go as a book author. And even have where people, you sign and date and do your stuff. And have fun with that as well. Did I say everything right?
I think so.
So yeah. I can't wait to hear her poetry, but we were supposed to be working on a whatchamacallit.
What?
Sacred Joe?
Oh, yeah. They was word.
And we need it. I know I ain't did nothing. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't did jack.
Me word.
And we got some of the stuff there.
I got, and I think I got some in here that I gotta just make sure it's in my computer, because I do have some in the computer, and I think I got some here I gotta try to make sure that they're in there. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
As I said, but we be having our hands in everything, so sometimes we forget. Some like we need to do a tally thing. Remember? Oh yeah. God, we told Sarah we need to have a thing to remember. We need to have a thing to remember every day too. Cause
and I got a book on that on.
How to remember everything.
Yeah, your daily duties.
There we go. That's good. Yeah, and I did one for like chores, household chores and stuff. I did one for and we was gonna order it so the kids could know. what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, but it's for Alizé, and I'm doing one for Ciroc. I went to Ciroc differently, so I have to work on that. But, yeah, these are things that we got to do on a daily basis. So think about that when you're doing your stuff, like how easy or how hard, what you want to do, you can get your stuff done. And always, like, you might not have nobody. Go to Fiverr and find somebody who will edit your stuff. There's people that will edit your books.
Or do your pictures, anything.
They do your pictures and edit, and then they even format your book to be more sellable on there. So if you really, really want your book to be a certain way, they even have people, there's this one that will pay $50 to format your book the way it is, up to 35,000 words. Or 350,000 words or something like that. 35,000 words is what it was. 35,000 words and $50 to format it the way what you want it to be. And I was like, that's cheap. He just said, make sure it's already proofread and edited before you bring it to me. And then he will make it where it looks good and be sellable. So think about that. Look at go to the library and just look at books. Just, you ain't got to read nothing out. Just go in the library and get some books around the genre of what you're writing. And get some ideas. And to be like, you know what, I don't like this. I want to be more interesting. I want to have more flavor. Do it. I mean, what's somebody going to do? Tell you no? It's your book.
Yeah, that's true. And
you can sell it at the bazaars and the pop-up better than you can hoping Barnes & Noble sells it. And you can do your own book on Barnes & Noble as well. You can upload your thing, and Barnes & Noble will print your book out too.
Oh, that's nice.
So just know that too.
That was a good tidbit of information to know.
Yeah, Barnes & Noble. Because everybody's getting on a bandwagon. You know, the KDP and
book bandwagon.
Ingram Sparks came out. Everybody was like, wait a minute, you making money off of this?
And it was weird because when you showed me about it, then my kids was coming home from school telling me, it's a Canva one, that's what it was. They was like, oh, my teacher used that. Oh, we use that. I was like, what? Excuse me.
Because Canva has everything for anybody to use.
They use it.
And the good thing about Canva is you can make money off of Instagram, not Instagram, Etsy, and what's the other platform that people look at all the time? Pinterest. And they just make little flyers. And you can go to Fiverr and have them make your flyer, and then you can upload it on Etsy and Pinterest, and people buy it from you. And you made money, and what you do was spend $5 to get it done. You might have spent $20, but you're selling it at $3 a pop, and you're making tons of money, and everybody's using it. So think about that when you sit up here thinking, how can I make money? I ain't making no money. You ain't making no money because you're not working your business. So, and I'm talking about me at this point because I have an Etsy account, and I'm like, I got to get on the ball doing my Etsy. Because I was mainly doing it for my resin. But then I was like, this is really hard. I want to have a store shop. So my mind goes into, because my mind was just for resin. And I was like, no, I want to have a store. So now I'm thinking of all kinds of stuff for my store. So then now when I do the Etsy, it's going to be a store. I'm going to rename it. I'm going into it, all that. And that's one of the projects that I'm going to tell my family to do as well. But I got to do it first. Because I found out if you tell your family to do something and you ain't did it first, and you ain't got no answers for these folks, then you're going to cuss you out about, why did you tell them? I knew about it, so I thought I should tell you. And they be like, but you don't know how to work it. So how we know it work?
Right.
I don't know, maybe if you work it, you'll find something. And she's the main one, y'all. But look, she finally got into doing the books. And then told me to use the same thing. So, you got family members that just will beat you down. We're going to have... See what I mean? So I hope we helped you. I really wanted to make sure we get all the business out. So what is important? What is your brand? This is a test. What is your brand? Write down the answer. What is your brand? Don't be giving the answers.
I was trying to let you test me. I'm trying to remember because you yelled at me, so I was like,
okay. You should write you the answer down. But remember, it's very important to know your brand. It's very important. I don't care if you have multiple businesses and the people can tell you not to. If you want to do all your multiple businesses and have it in order, spend at least a minimum, do your business part-time, 4 hours a day. 7 days a week. You can give yourself 1 day off. But literally, this is your business. This is going to be what makes you the income that makes you live and survive. Do it 7 days a week. Period. 4 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's so important for you to get your kids to be used to working 4 hours a day for themselves. Because if you teach them now, you won't have to struggle like I did with these ones. Because I didn't know this rule. Also, always have a book. Write down. Get your notebooks. They're everywhere. Dollar Tree has tons of notebooks, note cards, whatever. Get them and write down what you want to write and stuff. You can work for everybody else, but you need to be able to work for yourself. So I was telling you heard earlier when Joanne was like, me and my kids. But when your kids get done, then you can upload all that stuff. Until then, work on your stuff.
Right.
They work on theirs, you work on yours. When everybody's done, you can all upload together. It ain't everybody go KDP under my account. This is what you do. Teach them because they are smart enough to know how to do it, and they probably can work the dang KDP better than we can.
Better than us, let me tell you.
So remember that as
can.
well. Keep that in your mind, in your forefront. Understand that. Build your website, or Shopify, or Etsy. Build you something for your products. And then I will tell you more about when I learn my marketing stuff all over again to do it. But if you don't want to do it, you don't have to.
Or you can pay somebody else to do it.
Well, you pay somebody else, or you just don't have to. If you think your way is better, do it your way. I'm just telling you what I've learned has been my stumbling block. Excuse me, but the moment I started getting outside my head, and the moment I stopped waiting on other people, and the moment I stopped depending on other folks, and the moment I stopped, I see a glimmer of light. So I really believe with this glimmer of light that I'm learning, and I'm really just soak in like a sponge, that things are going to be totally different. Even on my YouTube page, it's totally different now because I'm enjoying it and I'm not allowing anything to stop me. So I'm telling you the same thing. I'm hard and I'm not going to be nice about what I say because I don't want to sugarcoat things. Because I think we have enough people sugarcoating enough stuff for it that you don't need me to do it. I want to just be real with you, tell you what you need to do. Now, if you don't want to do it, that's up to you. Don't be coming back to me talking about letting you. Nope. If you didn't do it in an order, nope. And I don't want to hear it. Get your books. KDP is free. And yes, they're making their money off of it. And if you want to pay some money, you go to Ingram Spark and do that. And if you don't, there's some places overseas that I will be hooking you guys up with once I get the information so you can do some of your books overseas. Get your editor. Who's going to edit your books for you? Don't just throw your books up there and don't get it edited. You know, if you got to get Grammarly because you ain't got enough money to do it, bless you, do Grammarly. But you still want to check it in the format. And then if you give anybody your book to edit, put it in the format that you think you kind of want. Because I realized when Mom got her book edited that there were some mistakes that was on there because they didn't know the format.
Okay.
So they edited it as the way they saw it. They saw how she did it and thought that was the format. And then, of course, when I came trying to do her book, I had it in a whole different format. Then I was like, that don't even make sense. So then I had to talk to my mother and say, well, this doesn't make sense, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, no, girl, what you doing? Yeah, I see where the mistake is. So remember, if you have people editing your book, and it's somebody other than you, because we read and we're not reading, you need clear eyes for somebody else to read it. Because, like Joe, she'd be the person I would have her check my stuff or something like that. But I would not suggest Joe to check her own stuff. Somebody else would. And it would not be me, but somebody else would. To make sure she does it, you know. And you can get people, even if they make mistakes on it, over reading, you might see, oh, I see what they were trying to do. Let me do it this way.
Yeah, whatever. Trying to say.
And do that. And then, like I said, there's Fiverr and there's so many other companies out there that can edit for you, and that you ain't got to spend an arm and a leg and a leg and an arm and an arm and an arm. You don't got to spend no body parts. Trying to get it is what my point of this conversation is. So make sure you have that in place too. Okay. So I hope I covered everything.
Yeah, you just did.
Okay, so now that we know.
For this week.
For the next week, and I'm gonna tell you guys, we might be slowing down on the lives and going back to doing videos.
I was thinking
Just
about
for a
that,
little
too.
bit because we gotta go back in the studios and make music. So we can't make music and do this, and we got too much on our plate. So if we're not doing lives, better check our videos. And the videos gonna be quick and easy, and we will show you how to do working on Canva to do your book. But you don't even have to do Canva. I'm just gonna show you how to do your stuff and do it. I'm gonna show you Canva because that's what I work on, because I like background stuff.
Yeah. They got some nice stuff in
Yeah, just background. Like everybody just want different colors. Like you know, you're doing poetry, but I'm like, you want to do a background that might match the poetry that you're doing.
Right.
You know, that's how I did a book when I did mom.
I
Try to find
pretty...
pictures of went with it, you know. So think about that.
Love you guys. Check us out Friday on Spreaker at 10:30, and we'll always check us out here on the Talkitoutshow.